Hi again, my name is Rebel and I'm the Rebel Reseller, and today I'm doing my what sold video for, actually it's this week, Monday through Thursday, but you're not going to see it for a couple of weeks, but it will be September 23rd through the 26th. We're working away on our videos, trying to get them scheduled ahead of time so that we don't have to miss any releasing of videos while we're on vacation. We're still planning on going to Florida, as right now, today, this storm is actually heading into Tennessee. It's supposed to be going right over us, but so far all we've gotten is a lot of rain, flooding, some winds, but I think most of the trees that are going down are because we've gotten so much rain. It's crazy. But I don't live in an area where I have to worry about flooding. I mean, there's a creek near us, but as Robert said this morning, if the creek gets up to where it's going to affect us, then we've got bigger problems. So I hope all of you guys are safe in the other areas that are affected by this storm. My sales are doing great. I think I had one down day. Actually, it was the Thursday that was actually a whole lot of storm going on around the area. So I just think people were more watching the storms and not shopping as much. But with more sales, I'm getting more returns. And I want to show you guys one because I'll ask you guys' opinion. But I sold these shoes. I probably should have tried them on because I actually wear a size 6. But here's the shoe, and I made it a size 6, but y'all, when I got it back today, it is not a 6. It's probably a 9. So is that just, I misread? But I would have thought with made in Spain that the 6 was the right way. But I don't know. I'm pretty confident it is a 9 because my foot comes to like right there. But luckily, she wrote doesn't fit. She didn't do an INAT on me. I did give her all of her money back because, it was wrong. I think it's just some kind of error. But I'm getting other ones right now also that they won't get their return. They won't get their shipping back, and they're going to go on my block list because it's just ridiculousness. One of them, they ordered a brass pot from me and their flower doesn't fit in it. Just put another flower in it. Go buy another pot. It just, don't know. All right, let me go ahead and share with you things that are selling for me. I think I had only one Poshmark, nothing on the other 2 platforms, and then a lot on eBay. Like I said, if you're new to my channel, eBay is my primary platform. I've only been cross-listing, 5 or 6 years. Flash flood emergency. Yeah, we've got some major areas that are being evacuated. Yeah, like I said, I've not been cross-listing forever. I do use List Perfectly. Love the program. Just until recently, I hadn't put my stuff in their catalog. I was basically only using it as a cross-listing tool. But now I've put almost 12,000 items in their catalog. So it's doing the auto delist for me. It's also doing my Poshmark sharing and my Poshmark offers. And y'all, I've mentioned this many, many times. I'm using it to help me with listing clothing by using their AI Express Lister. And I absolutely love it. Love it. All right, so let me go ahead and show you what sold for me. The one and only sale on, Mercari. Okay, so I did have one Mercari, one Poshmark. My Little Pony Apple Blossom Plush sold for $10. And then Poshmark, I sold these Levi's 560 jeans for $20. All right, eBay. If you're new to my channel, also, I do not do free shipping on any of my platforms. So when I say something sold for $22.01, the buyer has paid shipping also. All right, start out with a unicorn, y'all. Unicorns have become my just say no, but technically this was a decent sale. It is by Best Made Toys. Larger plush sold for $22.01. Scholastics Clifford the Big Red Dog plush lot. I tend to pick up most of these. I had made a lot of these with the 3 plush, and they sold very quickly for $24.25. All right, funny thing is I don't remember where I got this yard sale, the bins or whatever, but it was a bag, and at first I thought it was like potato head stuff, but no, it's those how to decorate pumpkins, and there were 2 different sets in them, and both of them sold this past week to 2 different people, which is kind of funny. These are the princess, they're called push-ins for a pumpkin, and it sold for $8. All right, Riders by Lee women's slacks pants sold for $8.88. Very old listing. Glad to see it gone. Here's the other one. These are the Sesame Street push-ins for a pumpkin, and they sold for $10. So for the 2, which I probably picked up at the bins, might have paid up for like a pound or less, and I made $18. More of the Snoopy stuff is selling. This is a 4-inch Christmas ornament, and it sold for $8.96. Animal Adventure dog plush, 7-inch, sold for $10. All right, this is a viewer sale, so thank you so much, Sarah. Sarah bought this American Eagle women's jeans for $22.21. Hasbro Monsters Inc. Glowing Sully sold for $17.95. Dickies men's jeans sold for $13.21. Selling tons of clothes, y'all. It's becoming my favorite thing to list, but better just because I'm using the Express Lister, and it just seems I'm listing a bunch and we're selling a bunch. These are American Eagle men's jeans, sold for $22.21. This foam green flower bathtub mat and pillow set. I remember picking this up at a yard sale in this area. Probably paid a couple bucks for it, and it sold at my full price of $49.95. How many of y'all remember these from your grandmother's house? I do. Ron's Gone Wrong pillow plush. This was in a recent haul video, and the pillow sold for $13.45 very quickly. Hasbro again. This is the World of Snoopy figures from my Snoopy lot. Just a reminder for those who may have not seen my previous videos, I bought 5 totes of vintage Snoopy stuff at a yard sale. I paid $150 for all of it. I've still not finished going through it. I've still got 2 totes that I have not shared with you guys yet, but I already sold one thing, a pendant from that lot for $315. So all of this is pure profit at this point. But this Snoopy in Mexico sold for $13, if I hadn't said that already. Douglas Baby Tan Dog Plush sold very quickly. I think pretty much almost instantly. $15.25. This was in one of those mystery bags that I picked up at the Red, White, and Blue in Connecticut last month. No, in May. Was it May? Ray Dunn Magenta melamine plates. I do that every time. I know I look it up, and then every time I forget exactly how I'm supposed to pronounce that. I think it's melamine. These 3 plates sold for $13.45. Ralph Lauren men's white shirt sold for $16. Yeah, I'm not remembering where we picked this up. This was a Robert thing, I think. But it is an Oster Stimulax massage instrument. But everybody who had listed it or sold it all said that, you know, I guess it was something that barbers used to like to use, just like for scalp massage. So I just went ahead and went with the titles that I was seeing in the solds, and it sold for $25. The last set of the Majestic Turquoise Beehive plastic cups sold for $26.95. I had 3 sets of these, so I think we paid maybe $15, $20 for a huge lot of like 9 cups, a tray, a pitcher, a large like bowl, and all of the cups were about $90 so far. All right, I picked up some more of these child-sized Tupperware items from the bins, either from I think these were from the Connecticut bins, and I already had a few listed, so I just took that listing down, added all of these miniature-sized stuff together, and sold them all for $26.95. All right, I've just mentioned in a previous What Sold that I hadn't been selling any of these pieces for a while, sold the bowl, and then somebody came and bought 3 of the pieces. This is called Churchill Willa Rosa. This person bought the soup bowl, a gravy pitcher or gravy boat, and a serving bowl, and paid $36 for the 3 pieces. Great American Fun. This was one of those animated type plush. I think it giggled or something. I have a video of it working, and it had been listed for a little over a year, so went ahead and accepted a $13.47 offer. Chosun Heart to Heart Bear. This one does not have a heart in it or the gown pajamas that it normally wears, so it's just basically a replacement, and it sold for $17.95. I don't even know if you guys have seen the video. I bought a bunch of loveys at a yard sale when we went to a town-wide sale in Illinois when we were visiting Robert's parents a couple of months ago. Bought a bunch of plush at this one yard sale, and this was one of the items. Paid $1 for it, and this Disney Piglet lovey sold almost immediately, $17.95. House of Hatton, my previous What Sold video, I think there was a Santa rattle, and now here is a baby bear rattle, and it sold for $14.36. I love that brand, just love it. I do not find it very often, but just really nice quality, very cute. Next is a Little Miracles Rabbit Lovey. It was actually sold at Costco 2017, and it sold for $28.95. I've got a lot of nice sales, a little bit better than bread and butter. These were some Converse Chuck Taylor shoes. They were called Utility All-Terrain, sold for $39.96. Walmart, love picking up Walmart. This was a golden brown bear plush. She's already left me feedback that she was very happy. This was like, I want to say her daughter's favorite plush, and it disappeared several years ago, so she was so happy when she found it. This one sold for $35.95. More of the Peanuts stuff from the yard sale lot we picked up. These were the Halloween figures. Again, sold probably the same day I listed them for $22.45. Gaffa Witch Nylon Plush, 24-inch, sold for $15. Dinara, this also was in the Snoopy lot. Peanuts, fork and spoon, and then a baby spoon, sold for $28.30. All of this, I think, has been listed in the last 2 weeks and are already selling. Hager USA ceramic milk jug. Been listed forever. Will not pick that up anymore. This does not sell well for me, and they were a pain to ship because they're, you know, breakable. $11.66. Little Tykes cherry picker vehicle, sold for $10. I love when I find them. I don't find them very often, or when I do, they are just really dirty and scratched up, because a lot of times they are played with out in like sandboxes and stuff. I picked this up at a yard sale here recently this summer. Bought a bunch of vintage stuff. There was tons more, but the person having the yard sale was still sorting through it. I wished there were totes and totes of Little Tykes and vintage plush, but she had them out that I could see them, but she wasn't selling them. It was kind of sad. But this is very neat. It is Play-Doh Rose Garden Play Set from 1995. There was no dough. I usually will not sell the dough, especially if it's been used. I just toss it because you can buy Play-Doh for next to nothing. And this one sold for $59. Big Star Remy jeans sold for $22.21. Moulin Rhodey mouse plush 9-inch sold for $8.96. Fisher Price Jake the Neverland Pirate set sold for $9.86. I'm all about making small lots of smalls and, you know, trying to get bread and butter for them. This is Cabbage Patch Kids. This is the Crimp and Curl horse. Again, just listed it and took a $15 offer. This was a surprise. Google Lens had to tell me that this was Bob the Builder. I guess there's a whole new series of them out that I was not aware of. And it's just a little 2-inch figure, and it sold just the figure, $13.45. Now, if I'm looking at his helmet, you can see like B. I'm assuming that's Bob the Builder. All right, jeans, y'all. Jeans. And look at this one. And it had bleach spots and stuff. It had some issues. This is a FUBU, the collection men's cargo jeans. And they sold for $62.71. And they were an international order that I sent to eBay International. I told all of you guys recently I made a change in my shipping preferences. Before, I've had priority as my first choice. Now I changed it that Ground Advantage is first. And you guys can see lots and lots of jeans are now selling because the shipping is so much more reasonable. Vintage reel-to-reel microphone. This was in some photographic stuff that RJ's grandmother gave me. And I've slowly but surely been getting this stuff listed. This little microphone set sold for $22.45. Spark Create Imagine. This is a larger 20-inch bear, sold for $25. Grandma Got Run Over reindeer plush, sold for $19.76. Again, I have a video showing that it was working. This was from a bunch of the Disney stuff that was in totes and totes and totes of them that I started at the beginning of this year sorting through and making lots of. These were just Disney princesses and prince lot, and it sold for $17.95. Happy Kids doll dress and a pair of panties. They looked like they were Cabbage Patch size, but I did find a tag in there that said Happy Kids. I want to say maybe that was Kmart, maybe. And this outfit sold for $11.66. Fisher Price teacup and saucer set. I bought some last year at a yard sale, but then I picked up some more at the bin, so I'm thinking this might be the bin stuff just based on the date in my custom label. But just the little creamer, and a cup and a saucer sold for $9.86. This is another one of those items. Frankly, it may have came with me when I moved to this house 12 years ago. That's how long I've had it. I've had it forever. The series was called Hubbubs, and this was just a building with two of the figures, and it's finally sold for $9. RK brand, which is Rural King, which I'm not sure why I don't have Rural King in the title, but this was listed the first year we started selling clothes, so I give myself some grace. It sold for $10.51. All right, Build-A-Bear. Yep, this came from the tote of Build-A-Bear clothes that I bought this summer at a yard sale. Bought 2 boxes, like the Baker boxes, for $10 each. Tons and tons of shoes and clothes. I made these small lots. This one sold for $14.95. All right, kids preferred little Rottweiler dog plush sold for $19.95. All right, the limited denim women's jeans sold for $14.11. Grand Champion horse figure sold for $20. Again, I think this was an international order, going through eBay International. All right, picked this up at a little church sale a couple of months ago. We'd never been to it before. It's like a church thrift store, and it's only open a couple of days a week. Bought a bunch the first time we went there, and then the second time we went there, the prices were more, and just the selection wasn't as good as the first time we went. So, we might try it again every couple of months just to see what they have. But yeah, even they had upped their prices on clothes to a point where we wouldn't, unless it was on sale, we wouldn't purchase, the typical jeans and stuff that we normally buy. But this old McCormick tea house teapot sold for $26.95. I want to say I paid $5 for it. Treasure, what is it? Limited Treasures is the brand. I bought a bunch of like slammers. What are they called? Bambino, Bammers, and at the bins at one point a long time ago. Would not pick them up again, but finally sold this one for $8.05. Again, another pair of American Eagle men's jeans, $15.94. This was in a recent video. It's a book called Maybe. The character is a pig, and it sold for $11.66. I want to say this was in one of the red, white, and blue bags also, so I paid $3.99 for a bag full of plush, and this was one of the items. All right, Carter's blue dog plush with the red polka dot. Anytime you see this dog, definitely grab it, and it sold for $49.95. And last but not least, I did not put the best sell last, so let's see what it was. Oh, that big lipped fish. Yeah, this was in a red, white, and blue bag too. I kept staring at it thinking, what in the world is it? And it was this. It is called Funny Friends. I guess the author is Jennifer Mazur, and the plush sold for $8.96. All right, hope you guys enjoyed this. Lots of good stuff selling, moving, lots of old stuff, lots of bread and butter, and then quite a few of my higher end plush, lots of clothes. Just, a little bit of everything is selling right now, which is why I'm glad that, I have lots of different types of stuff I list. Not just plush, because, right now is a good time to be listing plush. But it's, it's an ebb and flow thing also throughout the year. So just having different stuff, kind of evens my sales out all year long. All right, get to work. Bye.